welcome to DIY Detail. My name is Ivan, and today I'm going to be washing my very, very dirty truck. Now, I haven't washed the truck since I bought it 6 months ago. Drove it all summer, all fall, all winter, and this is the result. I want to show you how to do a rinseless wash on a salt-covered vehicle with ease, with simplicity, and without a hose. So, let's get at it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to foam on some Alkaline. Now this is Alkaline diluted 15:1, just a little bit of incredible suds for extra lubricity and extra clinging power. The additional foam lets it stay on there longer. Now with all this salt on here, and you can see just how thick it is, with all the salt on here, we're going to need as much clinging power as we can. We're going to let this dwell for a few minutes. As it's dwelling, I'm going to let chemistry help us out here. I'm going to be using our water spot remover to lightly mist it on the surface. The reason for the water spot remover, the combination of acid and the alkaline that's already on the surface creates an exothermic reaction. You don't want to rinse off between. You actually want to combine the two on the surface. This is something that you only do in extreme places. I'll leave this little last section undone with this so you can actually see the difference. So here we can see the difference. This is where I sprayed on the water spot remover, and this is where I have, and as it's dripping down, you'll see that we have a lot more chemical reaction here than we do over there. You can see along the floor we have quite a line of muck coming off the vehicle. Now I'm going to rinse the vehicle using rinseless wash. So again, don't have a hose. We're going to leverage a couple tools to help us out. In this sprayer, you can get it at the garden center, you can get it at the hardware store, or you can get on Amazon. course, this is a little longer than a hose to rinse off, but at the same time, rinsing it off, you can see that the vehicle is almost clean. And like I said, I haven't washed this vehicle since I bought it, and the person I bought it from confided in me that they'd owned it for 5 years and never washed it in that time. So I can guarantee you it hasn't been washed in 6 months, but it probably hasn't been washed in more like 6 years. Before I rinse this off back here, let me show you exactly what it looks like where we did the exothermic reaction and where we didn't have an exothermic reaction. So where we have the exothermic reaction that happened, you can see it's basically clean, the line is there, and then past that, it's very dirty. So if you have a lot of salt and accumulation on your vehicle, that is one way to get it off. Safe. And all the products that they dry on the surface, not a big deal. They're going to re-wet and come off quick. Now, even though I just used Alkaline here and rinsing it off with Rinseless, once I rinse it off, it'll be almost as clean as the other part. Making sure that the surface is nice and wet. Right at it. Now I'm going to start washing with my sponge. And you'll notice this truck has a bit of rust on it in a couple areas. I'm restoring this truck mechanically first, and then I'll finish with the body. But it's a nice, faithful old truck, 300 inline 6, 5-speed manual, very basic, simple truck. Does the job that I needed to do, and I like older trucks. Rinse this wash sponge, and this is what we're starting out like. That's just water. Use that a little more. There you go. Nice clean surface. No pressure. Now, where I have this rust, I'm not going to use my sponge because I don't want to pick up little chunks of paint or anything in my sponge. So I'm going to use a wheel body brush for that portion. While I'm at it with the wheel body brush, go around the emblem and do the wheel and tire while I'm here. Move on to the next section. Now this truck has a combination of single stage paint and base coat clear coat, depending on where it is on the truck. Flip to another side. To be safe, go back over it a second time. Now, this paint, not too concerned about. I know I'm going to be repainting, but at the same time, I'm trying to show you how to do it on your car. It's a nice car you want to keep. Leaving my sponge a little wetter than I normally do. Just so I can bring that dirt down the panel. Go over, second pass. As you can see, there's no beading whatsoever on this truck. I wasn't expecting any heat. We're going to be repainting this truck in the next couple months. So I don't want to put any lasting protection on the truck. I'm actually just going to put C6 Mist. It's going to help me dry, and you'll see as I put it on that it gathers up the water, making it a lot easier to dry. Trying to dry this would not be fun. So here we go. So you can see now the water is beating and it's gathered up the water, making it a lot easier for me to dry the vehicle. These are little mini twist loop towels. And I'm not going to go down where all those rust bits are. There we have it. Very simple, easy way. There's not a lot of water on the ground. I used maybe a gallon of water total between all three items, so not a lot. And the truck is now clean. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, ideas, leave them below. If you'd like to see me renovate this truck, there's a link down below to my other channel where we're actually doing all the work on this truck. See you in the next one.